Okay, so a lot has happened since I made my last video. And as much as I'd love to share all the things that have happened to me so far, I need to focus on what has just happened to me. And that was I had to spend 3 nights in a Japanese hospital due to an ear infection. Of all the things, an ear infection. Because like normally in the US, like if I were to get an ear infection, I would just, take an aspirin and put in some ear drops and in a week it'll be better. But they don't have that kind of medicine available here to just buy at a Walmart. So that ended badly. So eventually I was like, okay, just take me to the hospital. Because they go to the hospital for everything here. I mean, if you just get a little ear infection, a headache or anything, you bump your hand, you stub your toe, you go to the hospital. You always do. And I don't know why I think that's silly. But I was gonna wait it out. But that didn't work, so I had to go to the hospital. And the hospital was terrible, because I'm afraid of hospitals. I'm very scared of doctors and anything of medical nature. I try my best to stay away from it. I don't even get the flu shot, because I'm that afraid of needles. So when I went there, they put an IV in me. That was terrible. It was the second time I've ever had an IV, and the first time, they couldn't find, like, a spot where they put the IVs, that they couldn't find my vein. It took them twice, and they had to call down a flight nurse to find it. So then here, well, they didn't have that nurse that did it the last time, so they poked 4 different holes in me in 4 different spots trying to find a place to put the IV. So here I am, terrified of needles. I'm laying in this bed crying, hyperventilating, and they're just standing over me screaming Japanese and not figuring out, they were confused, I was confused, and it was a hectic scene, to say the least. And I couldn't understand anything they were telling me. Like, I knew I had an ear infection, but how they were trying to put it, or in English, it made it sound really, really bad, what I had. So I was very scared of that. But it was just a minor infection, so it wasn't why I had to stay in that for 3 nights. 3 nights. It was terrible. It was bad. Just everything in this video is really, really bad, apparently. I couldn't understand what any of them were saying, and they had to keep coming in and checking on me. And I think, by the 3rd night, they still didn't understand that I didn't know Japanese. But they were very persistent. They thought if they asked me one question, I would remember that question for the next day. But I can't do that. I don't have that great of a memory. And just to make matters a lot worse, the hospital food was terrible. It was absolutely gross. And that was my experience with a Japanese hospital and sickness in Japan. Maybe I'll make a different video of what it is, the full difference of it, but I just wanted to quickly get out there. Well, it's not quickly, I'm in like, what is this, almost 5 minutes into this video, but I just wanted to quick share that little story with y'all. I still don't have many subscribers yet, so it's really only like 2 people I'm sharing this with currently of my knowledge. And all of you people on Facebook that are probably going to look at this video. And my family and friends. Yeah, I just ended this video really badly. Oh well. See ya.